welcome to Religion Link TV. Hey to the one person watching. Let's have this conversation. I had the opportunity to speak with German Lady personally. We had a really good interview. But I had went back and listened to her first interview with the TSCC Mess Express. And I'm going to go over some of the things I heard her say for myself and kind of rebuttal it and ask questions to the black people about it. And then we can kind of move forward to what we heard in the interview last night about the chicken. I put my Cash App there. I put my PayPal there. If you guys want to go ahead and give me some chicken, I would greatly appreciate it, okay? And watermelon. But anyhow, I am going to go ahead and kind of rebuttal, not what she said, but explain to you guys what I heard in the first go around and see if you guys agree have any response to it, and then kind of move forward, because I know a lot of people are in the heat of the moment, trying to figure out why it's telling me that there is not enough. It says one person watching. Shalom. Hey, we're just going to talk about certain things that's going on in YouTube. You can go back to the beginning of this video to pretty much see why we're here today and why my opinion matters and why your opinion matters too. Let's break this bread together, or shall we? There's some people you shouldn't want to break bread with, but chicken and watermelon is definitely two of my favorite foods. So if this conversation sparks you in any way to donate to this channel, the links are in the chat box over to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and go find my little readers real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into what was the first interview German Lady did. Now I think she's pretty cool. I'm not going to get into the whole debate whether she should be roasting and gagging. Ask yourself, all yourselves, that even black people are saying, well, if she see us do it, she's going to do it, and any other race is going to do it. And that's what we teach on this channel. If you keep lying to one another, deceiving one another, hurting one another, abusing, manipulating, setting traps to one another, and killing one another, what race is going to be exempt from that? Everybody's going to say, well, you do it to yourselves, it's easy for them to do it as well. So it's because of what you people allow to be done in whatever sector or community, projects, high-end, living, condos, wherever we are in this world. You allow these things to go on. So basically, what German Lady was saying in that first interview, if you guys want, I can play it for you. I did distort the volume, but she's a content creator now. Everybody go shout out German Lady. Subscribe to her if you like her content, or whatever. I'm not here to get into this race war, because I've been teaching you guys from this channel how to avoid certain things in this world according to the Bible, but you keep allowing it to happen to your community. And I did a video, and no disrespect to you, German Lady, but when white people or any other race is allowed into the community, it does not end good, especially if it's a white race. That's all I'm saying. I have a right to say what I want to say. You guys have a right to say what you want to say, but when I say what I want to say, I look like the bad guy. But who's been doing all the bad stuff in your sector? And I told you, there's only certain conversations that make my spiritual ear ring, and black people, of course, is one of them. How we conduct ourselves in this world is another one. How we love and obey God is what's going to cause other people to stop coming in your communities and dividing you. Let's start there with your own disobedience, because he told you not to. He said, don't mix with other races. Don't spar with the heathen. Some strangers you gotta love, but others you better let go of. Come from amongst them, and you guys won't do that. So I'm not going to get into all that. Go listen to the morning reads and all my other videos that talk about God and his children. And we are God's people in this situation. So when I heard her, I had to go back after German Lady and I had our interview, which was really cool. We used that word, but she couldn't use that word. I'm not here to defend her like that. But you people are like something else in my Kevin Hart voice. You something else, okay? What's good for the goose is not always good for the gander, is it, in your sector? I did a video on that as well. Now, geisha to be ran off from your sector, but then you allow devolving culture and the alleged white wrench, and now German Lady and all these other people disguised in mixed races and wolves in sheep clothing into your sector to overtake you and overthrow you and rise above you. You people are going to learn one day. So I went back and I listened, and let me just say for the record, German Lady did mention that she held back in her first interview with VS. So we got a little bit more out of her than that first interview she did. So check out that exclusive we did. Yeah, it's 4 hours long. I ran it for the first hour, but then by the time I was about to get off, she said she searched her name and saw my video live. We had 6 people in it, but we had a real heart-to-heart live. And she answered all the questions that was put on her during the live. It's very interesting, people. And she did admit to a lot of stuff in that video, but she also admitted that she held some things back in this interview. So I went back and listened to the first 12 minutes of that interview. When I got to the 10-minute mark, it caught my attention. I said, oh, okay, let me listen to her and her alone and hear what she had to say. And it's about a 2-minute clip. But if you put the speed on it, right, you can get it down to a minute, and it's 58 seconds. And again, I distort it, but I don't think I want to. The way people are flagging and all in their feelings and playing a game on YouTube, nobody seems to want to live real life. Everybody wants to be on YouTube like it is their real life full time. But nobody wants to really be living real life in these last days. I'm about living, period. I'm not about death. And I see a lot of death in your sector. Spiritually dead people, lost souls out here, keep allowing other people and other races, let's just be fair to say that, your community, good, bad, or indifferent, causing a division, causing a divide. So when I went back and heard her first interview, the first thing she says is that her biggest criticism is that white people shouldn't make jokes about black people. Now, I'm going to see. I'm not the greatest, you all, at this. I'm still trying to navigate certain things. But I'm going to see if I could pull it up. Because it's easier for me to hear it and then respond to it. I have my responses here. But that was one of the first things she said was, white people shouldn't roast black people. And you all are saying it yourselves. Oh, she see us roast ourselves and she's gonna roast us. No kidding. Hello. You're absolutely right. Should black people make jokes about black people and then expect other races not to do it? Come on, we all know blackface, whiteface. We've all been there before. This is still entertaining to some of the white races around the world. That's why your clicks and views are high. I don't think really other black people are watching your content to the numbers that you have. I think this is white people being entertained on how the hell you destroy your own people. Oh, come on, somebody. They don't gotta paint your face black anymore or white. Your heart is that condition and that color. They can see it for what it is. They're just thoroughly entertained. So I'm going to try. Let me see if I can pull this up. I have 2 people watching, listening. I'm going to take you back to her video. German Lady, no disrespect to you. I did distort your voice just a little bit. And this was before you did your second interview yesterday, last night, and said that you were, a content creator. I'm not here to infringe on anybody's commentary. I just want to expand upon what she said. It's like a rebuttal, but to you black people, I'm going to use her words to speak to us all if I can. If I'm allowed to do so. But now, again, I just got to find this. Alright, let me see. Where would it be? Would it be in documents? Alright, I gotta take my time. I do not know where that audio clip is. Oh. I know. Let me go here. Because I worked on it. It should be in Windows Movie Maker inside of the last project worked on or something like that. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get here because... Uh-oh. No, that's not it. Wow, where is it? Alright, hold on. I had it set up yesterday, but I could go through it anyway. I could definitely go through it with no problem. Because I have all my notes written down. I just thought I caught that, I kept it. Hold on. What is the name? Wow, did I not save it? Hold on. I know it's on here. Let me see where though. Hold on. Please. Anyway, so let's address that. If you're in the chat, one person watching, if I get enough people to get in and have this conversation about fried chicken and, you know, what black people favorite food is, and Nicole Ty did a decent live over there today. It was kind of lit, as you guys say. There was a bunch of tea spilled over there. If you haven't watched that video, go over there. And like I said, this inspired yesterday, but I fell back yesterday because I know the Sabbath is the real day we're supposed to fall back from the burdens of things and not be burdensome and just rest in the Lord. And that's what I did. Got up this morning, did 3 morning reads, and here we are, people, addressing the first interview. But I know good and well I saved this audio, so where the heck is it? Oh my God, is that it? That's from 8:10. No, it would have to be from yesterday. Oh God. Alright guys, you guys are just going to have to trust me. Why can I not find? Well, anyway, we can hear some music in the background. Why can't I find it? I really want you guys to hear this. Shameful. Video. this other video. It could have been the first video as well, when she was offended that black people was roasting her race. See, some people's not used to that. They'll roll with you while you're roasting your own kind, but then these other races, when you come to roasting theirs, somehow they get uncomfortable because they know they're supposed to stick together. That's what their ancestors taught them. I'm just trying to put points out here, people. So should black people make jokes about other black people and drag them in another race can't? See, what you do to yourselves, should they not do it to you when they see you do it to yourselves? And why do black people bash themselves and then get their panties all up in the bunches when other people do it? And she's clearly going around telling you all it's for entertainment. And she says she never made it about race until you guys made it about race. And then the whole chicken gate thing comes in, the fried chicken. People are saying allegedly it was a setup question by VS, like just to see if she would go, because VS know how to draw people in with conversation. And sometimes there's cunning people out here, there's swift people out here, there's sly people out here that know how to draw this kind of chaos and draw attention not only to themselves but to other people and to the race overall. Just there's always going to be contention or chaos or controversy, I should say. Let's say controversy. And that's kind of weird to me that people can't see, even white people, black people, it doesn't matter when or if they are being set up to be engaged in conversation that spark controversy, doing a controversial thing anyway. And I do controversy over here all the time. But you guys don't listen to me enough to say I'm controversial when it comes to President 45, the Pope, the Queen, injustices, the black people, black on black crime, just how people treat God's people in general. So she also goes on to state, and she states that she's not from America. Does that give an outsider or anybody else the right to be ignorant of our race when they want to come in and hang around our culture and our people? There's some talk about her saying after I did all this that she was studying black people. And again, sometimes you have to study people or know their culture truly in order to come in and be amongst them. And now the thing I find with the interview last night is that she came on the scene saying she learned about black people from television and radio and all this pre-internet or whatever, and then she's probably learning about black people, some black people, from the internet now. And it's it's kind of weird that people will question her with questions from television. I think if you want to get to know a black person, you bring them to the Bible first, but you bring them to the history of black people. Because television and social media doesn't always depict black people the way we really are. That's just me. Does it give any other race, black or white, the right? Whether you're in America, how do you learn about Germany if you've never been to Germany? How do you learn about other things? You go to the internet, right? You go to social media. So that's just pretty much people in the world that haven't traveled or is not well traveled and haven't visited other parts of the world. This is what they do. But when people tell you they don't know your culture, television is and being questioned with things of TV is not the way to go. And that's not saying anything. You would think if she learned black people from TV, she would know most of the black shows or whatever. But that wasn't even the case, because she didn't know Gin and Juice, Laid Back. Everybody that want to be black, what do? They go to Eminem and they go to Snoop, right? Now, I'm just joking. Lord have mercy. But they know at least the song. So, You're going to teach people our culture and invite them in. You know, it's the way we do it. It's the way we go over to Germany talking about you learn through Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Terminator how to treat their people. You're going to get met with resistance. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be back. And so won't they. I'm just saying, you go in other parts of the world, black people, and do what you allow black people to come in your communities and do. You're going to be met with resistance. I'm sure Hitler taught them people somewhere over there in Germany how to hate real Jews, fake Jews, black Jews, white Jews, Jews in general. And they probably learned that from TV as well, because he spent a lot of time on TV. Check out a Time Life magazine article documentary he was doing on himself. 1936. Hitler calls the people living in Israel bastards and say they are not the real Jews. That the real Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the real black people of this world, the Negro races that you call us bywords such as niggers and all that stuff, right? Those people are near Asian, almost Oriental, not the Negro choice are not Hamitic. So we Shemitic. We not Yaphetic, we're Shemitic. And we're not anti-Semitic because we are the Shemite people of the world. We're going to learn something today, people, okay? And I'm going to try to keep this with under an hour. And I'm still trying to search for this dang on... Oh, man, what did I name it? I got to think about what I named it, people. Bear with me. I'll try to find it. I got 2 people listening. Thank you. We're going to learn something today. So she stated that she's not from America. Does that give an outsider any more privilege to go after blacks with this entitlement to just join in and do what they see? See, when in Rome, you do as Romans, but when in the black community, you do not do as us. You know, you do what I say do and not what you see me do. You know, kind of thing. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. This is a black conversation, people. You have it on everybody else's platform, but because I include spirituality and God, you run from me? How dare you, demons and devils? And I can understand why. That's why you're confused. That's why white people keep coming in your community, fucking you over. I said it. I said it. Y'all gotta learn, people. It's you. It's the black community. Your ignorance. Maybe all you know is roasting and gagging and being another race's entertainment. Let's look at history, people. When you gonna break that generational curse? When your disobedience gonna stop being unto the Most High God? Forget other people. You can be disobedient to anybody in this world you want to be, as long as it's not God and His people. So who are the outsiders? Who are the ones that God don't want their foot on your neck or to have entitlement or privilege or supremacy over you? The same people you keep trying to make friends with. And that don't mean I'm racist. It mean according to spirituality, we should just leave well enough the hell alone and try to focus on ourselves. Get to respect one another. Get to know one another. Because we don't all hail from the same place. But until you trying to get to know other races and other races trying to get to know you, it's doable, but you got to get to know yourself first. They know you. They study you. They know what you crave for. They know what you want. They know what you lack. They know what you desire. They know what you've been out for 2,000 years. Been without for 2,000 years plus. They know. They also knew what this Bible said and knew how to get you out of your birthright. So you be out here fighting for civil rights. They know. You better damn well believe they know. And my mother's grandmother, my great grandmother knew She had Indians and slaves, and my mother is a byproduct. But we know, believe you me, we always say we don't let the white side enslave us, and we don't let the black side of us hate the white side, you know? We know. But we got to address it, people. So let's move on. She also says something to the fact, she also stated that she doesn't tiptoe around people and named a whole lot of races from Latinos to blacks to, you know, she went around the world and said, I'm not tiptoeing around you people. My people feel we're supreme. We know who we are. And we don't tiptoe around people. Where your backbone at, black people? Why y'all tiptoeing around German lady? And people of her race and thereof. And her ancestors who caused all this race war. And people like Hitler. Why y'all tiptoeing around this conversation, man? She told you in that interview, go back and watch it. I'll find it on my computer, for the love of God. I know I got it, and I had speeded it up. And I had made it, you know, go fast so you could hear what she say very clear. And I'm repeating it to the best of my knowledge. But go back and listen to that video. Subscribe to German Lady and to TSCC Mess Express. But she says she tiptoes. She don't tiptoe around people. So what the heck is your problem? And why in the hell are you out here tiptoeing around people? Scared. Scared to say white people. That's how much fear they put in you. She can come in the black community and roast black people, and you scared to say the white German lady. I don't get you people, and you are my people. I am not a Tommy Sotomayor. I am not these black women out here using white women to roast and gag you. I am not that. I am a black woman trying to educate my damn black people on how to stop being so ignorant and falling for these devices always set in your community to destroy you. Not saying German lady is a device. I said she's a catapultist to the conversations we should have well been long having before anybody even enter into our community. Until we deal with the real issues at hand, it's always going to be like this, people. You're disobedient and wayward unto the Most High God, and you need to deal with that. If not, this Bible say your enemy, the German lady, white people thereof, her ancestors, and when you take Romans, German, Ukraine, and all the white European, they're the white race of the world. We're the black races of the world. Let's just be clear, people, and real about it, okay? Because, like, Sweet Home Alabama is not where German lady is, but the minute she felt uncomfortable, like her race was being too disrespected, and I love Sweet Home Alabama, don't you get me wrong, but I'm trying to prove a point here. She bowed out and said, hell no, I ain't gonna be a part of my family being roasted and dragged on these YouTube streets. The hell with you black people. You can drag your mama, your daddy, your kids, I'm here for it, but the minute you drag mine, bitch, I got to go. Haul ass. Haul ass. They gonna stick with their kind, people. That's just it. And the Bible told you not to turn your back on your flesh and your blood when they need you. And that's what black people do. They turn their back on other people. They sell out to other races. They do all this crazy, chaotic stuff in the world just to be seen and heard, because they're really not valuable or useless unless they creating controversy and drama and making their black people look bad. It's just it. White people ain't gonna go to the extremes to make themselves look bad. Yes, it happens in other sectors, but damn it, do you hear about it? Are you over there watching them, giving them a click and a view? They damn sure over here watching you, giving you a click and a view, thoroughly entertained by your pain and suffering and your ignorance. I'm just don't call me no Thomas. Don't call me a Thomasina Sotomayor. Please don't do that. I'm not here bashing my black people. You are not a B2, a BT, whatever the hell y'all call. He called. I'm not doing that. I'm not bashing black people. Stop being so offensive and all in your feelings and emotional and so sensitive when people in your community try to call us all out and show us the errors of our ways. But you want to learn from other races. That baffles me, people. So anyway, she also stated that she doesn't tiptoe around people and named a lot of them. Do black people tiptoe around other races? Sure you do. Let me tell you how. You know the Muslim men that be walking down the street, because I've done it once or twice, and I said, who the fuck these people think they is? With respect. I'm on the sidewalk, you on the sidewalk. Let's both part ways. Hell, make room for each other. Don't think because your hands is behind your back and you got a whole family with you, I'm going to step out in the street or step to the side to let y'all pass by. What part of the country they do that at? Theirs. And see, when they come to America, you allow them to do that. Americans got to get strong, whether you like it or not. This is your land. And I told you about the land of America. It's not the land of the home. And it's not the land of the free. It's damn sure ain't the land of the brave. Some weak ass people live over here in America. When you let other races come into your community, into your neighborhoods, and tell you what the freak to do. So we're going to finish with her conversation. Now, this is how I do my content over here. I don't bash nobody. I see what makes my spirit say, and I address it. These are her words. I'm just asking you black people based off of her words. Why is we where we at with this whole scenario with German lady and the chicken fried gate setup? Because some people think VS put that question out there and went that way just to stir up more conversation. You gotta admit, if that's the case, VS is good at what she do. You understand what I'm just saying, whether it's right or wrong. But you people gotta wake up and know what's going on in your own community before anybody can come in or you go out into anybody else's community and ask yourself, why is America, why are the people, the black descendant slaves, the white American people who are slaves in America now as well, over here allowing other races to come to this part of the world and do what the hell they want to do? But when you go to their homeland, it's like you put up a church and say you're going to worship white Jesus, and in the name of Allah you're going to die. Go ahead. But over here, Allah could come and dwell, erect all the mosques. And I'm just making points here, people. Americans need to toughen the hell up. Because this girl told you in your face on VS platform, she ain't even tiptoeing around VS. And she's proving that to you on those panels. She's a tough lady. And you need to toughen up. She ain't only her emotions and her feelings out here. But you people are. Christ says, woe to the man who is offended in the offense. The man that the offense come through. Watch it now. Oh, shoot. You gonna make me start talking like the little drunks around here. You know they be all watching now. Y'all better watch it out there. You better wake up in the spirit. Do black people tiptoe around other races? And if so, why? Why are you scared to say your race is supreme, your race is better? She getting in all y'all faces saying it. And she came over here and admitted it on my platform. Her and her people, they stick together. But black people don't. Even VS said she only stand with those who love her, those who like her. When it comes to an all-out black cause or black revolution or black awakening, you're going to have some black people that don't stand with black people. That's real. But I bet you when the Armageddon comes, no, matter of fact, they say it's going to be a battle of Gog and Magog. These are Japheth's descendants. These are the Europeans of the world. They're going to have a war. Where you going to be at then, people? Oh, it's going to be a war. Where you going to be at then, people? Y'all better get together, black people. God is looking for 144,000 from the 12 tribes of Israel to stand with him, to fight with him, to contend this nonsense that certain races perpetuated upon you. So she went on to say she is shady toward her own mother. And I know some of you black people are. She said in her own humor, she'll shade her own mother. She'll joke on her own mother. So your black community ain't nothing to her. She's the roaster and the gagger, a shit talker. That's what she loved to do. And she found an opening through Wiley. Even Wiley claims that she will admit it in this sector. So she'll even shade her mother, she said, in humor. Are some black people shady toward their parents and other elders in the community on YouTube? If so, why? Why does this exist? For entertainment? Come on, it's time to have this conversation. The vortex. Pandora's box, whatever the hell you want to call it, has been opened. The floodgates to the racism of the world. And I'm going to read something to y'all before I go, because black people can be just as racist as other races. And damn sure prejudiced toward a lot of things, even yourselves. Your own flesh. Some of y'all don't even know what racism really means, but just out here throwing it around loosely. So she goes on to say that she'll shade her own mother. She said if she was racist, she wouldn't talk to any one of y'all. She said she wouldn't be talking to people, I guess, on the panel and in this sector. But see, some of y'all racist and y'all will talk to her just to get some clicks and views. You go from the pro-conscious community to this community to knowing you really don't like white people, but hell, for a click and a view, you'll round them up like cattle. Come here, let me get this money. And use the shit out of them. While you sell out your own black people. Uncle Thomasina's, you might be Aunt Thomasina Sotomayor. Because after all, BS, you did say at one point in time, Tommy Sotomayor, wasn't he in your chat? Or allegedly you said, is that the real Tommy Sotomayor? So what would Tommy Sotomayor be trying to do to reach out with VS? And then VS automatically come up with these white panels and all hell breaking loose in the black community. See, when people get an idea or you put something in somebody, they may run with that idea, but it's not where you want it to end up at, and it may backfire in your face. I'm just saying, I'm making out points here. Because on the outside looking in, you could definitely see the bullshit. That goes for all of us. Now, she also goes on to say, and German lady, if you out there, please put it in the chat that I can use your content, and I'll try to find it so you guys can hear this for yourself. But she said if she was racist, she wouldn't talk to anyone. And this is where I have in my notes to try to pull up here, because I had it all set up yesterday. It was all on my OBS and everything. But right now I'm going to look up the word racist and read it to you. But I had it all set up for a presentation. So on my notes here it says, let's define racism and prejudice. Insert definitions. So instead of insert them, I'm going to just go ahead and read them. Well, actually, you know what? I could do one better. Hold on, y'all. I could do one better. Just bear with me. I'm not fast. I'm not in a rush. I'm not here. Like, I'm going to try to be done within an hour, close to an hour and a half. But, man, this is our problem. You're always rushing to get out of the truth. So I'm going to just see if I can pull this up real quick. I'm pretty fast, but I can insert it on the screen for you so you can read along with me and see it yourself. Matter of fact, here go race 1. Okay. Alright, race 3. Okay. I got it already saved. I don't know why I just went to Google to try to Google it again. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Bear with me. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull up race 1 is the image. Let me pull this up. And I could put it right on the screen over top of all of this. I keep forgetting you can multitask more in OBS than you can Windows Movie Maker. So I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. But I know I heard this lady say that if you guys want to run over there, listen around the 10-minute mark. She speaks by herself for about a minute and I'll just say 2 minutes and 30 something seconds. And she's very clear about what it is she said and what she want people to hear. Alright, so racism. This is the one I had up from yesterday. Can you guys see that? I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger for now. Matter of fact, let me do it this way so it can fit the screen. Alright, so it's a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. Why do you allow your race not to be supreme? We say we are. You have a right within your own race. Everybody is doing this around the world but Black America. Everybody got kingdoms. Everybody got queens and thrones and dominions. Like outside of the Nation of Islam and the Hebrew Israelites over in Hawaii that still have royal palaces over there, you know? Come on. 2 says a doctrine or political program based on the assumption of racism and designed to execute its principles. B, a political and social system founded on racism. Some of these groups are being founded on political racism, controversy. Politics is controversy. Black people being in an uproar over situations like this is a system, a social system being pushed off as an agenda in your community, in your sector, and you don't even see that. 3, racial prejudice or discrimination. So we're going to go ahead and take this. Oh God, wait. Where is it? Why? Hold on, guys. Okay, so we're going to remove this. And we're going to pull up prejudice. You know, a lot of people talk and bump their gums, but they don't want to seek out the truth. They just want to keep going on what they know, history. History was wrong. History lied to us, y'all. I'm sorry. And so did other races, such as the white race, such as the Egyptian race, some of the Muslims, because there's the Ishmaelites over there that turned on their own people as well. There's a lot of people that turned on the Black Americans known to be the Hebrew Israelites and thereof. So, we wrong. The definition of prejudice: injury or damage resulting from some judgment or action of another in disregard of one's rights. One's right to be supreme. Who the hell are they to tell us we can't be? And to live so, have the money of and the lands of thereof of the world. They can't claim everything, but you allow them to. Every race studied the same thing we study, and pretty much historically. Their ancestors passed down the lie to them. Our ancestors passed down the lie to us. Nobody wants to admit the truth or seek out the truth. And those that are waking up in the white race, a lot of rabbis and teachers in Israel are saying we are not the right people. It's wrong. But the world won't listen to nobody when it comes to the truth of God's people, to set black people totally, truly free from the hand of any other race in this world. Prejudice. Detriment to one's legal rights or claims. 2. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Let me go ahead and fit this to the screen. I do apologize. 2. Preconceived judgment or opinions. Everybody have that about fried chicken and watermelon. Hell, I was joking earlier. I said being American, you think apple pie, vanilla ice cream, hot dogs, and french fries is America's favorite food. Come on, y'all. Stop holding on to these ideologies and lies. That's what they might have fed us, and it was good to us after a while, but that's in their interpretation of black people. And you can't learn this off of TV, because TV will tell you that it is our main food and favorite food. Come on, based off of judgment, preconceived judgments that was passed down to her family. I'm sure Hitler told German lady and everybody else, and Frank and everybody else over there, they was bastards then. He told them in 1936. He told them when he first started that Holocaust, no disrespect. But he told them people, you over here trying to be God's people. I want to kill God's people. And Hitler, the Holocaust them. You can't be out here deceiving. I mean, he shouldn't be out here killing anyway, but they equate 45 and Farrakhan to Hitler. Y'all ain't hear those stories? I have. I read the articles. I saw comparisons. That's why I said as long as Farrakhan keep preaching white Jesus, he'll never have my full respect. I respect some things that they do as far as standing on their own 2 feet and not really letting the government or other races tell them what the hell to do. It goes on to say, an adverse opinion or learning formed without just grounds or before sufficient knowledge. And this could be a prejudice of German ladies, that she didn't get to know black people besides TV. She lived by Africans, and that's a black person to me. Different cultures of black Americans, but African American, we're all African, just different cultures, different parts of the world. A black person is a black person. Get to know a dark-skinned person, period. And you got neighbors, so maybe you're a little prejudiced, and you want to hold on to what your family told you and what you learned from TV, but you got to let go of that ideology if you want to dwell amongst us. B, an instance of such judgment or opinion. An irrational attitude of hostility. This is black people. This is people around the world. Like she said on one of those lives, everybody got attitude. Hell, I got attitude. I just keep it out of the morning read and keep it from being biased against God's people. But I have attitude. Shit. I know when and when not. I can control myself. But every race have their own attitude, their own swag. And when she said Americans are cool, black people are cool, we are. Why wouldn't you want to be? That's like a term of endearment. But you know what? It's also cool to watch us too. Because like she said, in every arena, and I've been saying it for years, we reign supreme when it comes to sports. And they get paid off of us. You see what's going down with Jay-Z, Colin Kaepernick. Some black people going to fight for justice, and other people is going to unjustly be unjust against you and black people, okay? Stop it. You see what it's saying right here. An irrational attitude of hostility directed against an individual, a group, a race, or their supposed characters. So y'all more prejudiced than you are racist. Some of you are both. A lot of black people are prejudiced right now toward German lady, and German lady is prejudiced toward a lot of black things that's being said about her. This is y'all. This is what y'all doing right now on these streets. Alright, so let me get back into what she was saying here. So, we define racism and prejudice. Some people can be racist but not prejudiced, and vice versa. Some people could be prejudiced and not racist, but some people could be both. These ideologies and these hostilities of opinions about people around the world was passed down from your family. Some of the stuff you picked up along the way on your own to create this kind of division and diversion and hate in the world. For the love of God, people. So what else she said? She said ignorance. She mentioned ignorance. And I don't know if this is what I wrote here when I heard it. She said ignorance, and she gets it. And I was like, this is what I said. Is that the ignorance of black people? Or is that her ignorance, not knowing black people, being 40-something years old and only want to learn from TV? I mean, there are black people in the world, on YouTube, on every social media platform in the world that she's probably on. If they want to get to know black people, they can. But I had said that. I was like, because I wasn't quite clear when she said ignorance. But we know people perish for the lack of God's knowledge, not mankind's knowledge. You're perished if you are only learning from man. But if people perish for the lack of God's knowledge, the truth. And a lot of people around the world, especially the Asians, they say the greatest separation of mankind is ignorance. We say people perish for lack of knowledge. We're saying the same thing. And white people know that. And if they could get us to be ignorant and hide everything in a damn book, they know you're not going to pick it up because you don't like knowledge. You don't like to be schooled or cool when it comes to being educated as a black person. That's why they put you in every arena except for civil rights and let you reign as kings and queens, getting paid off of the backs of your entertainment still. They'll find a way to keep entrapping you, okay? But I'm just saying, because black people, we know we perish for lack of God's knowledge, which is truly ignorance. I don't care what knowledge you out here thinking you living by. If it's not God's knowledge, that's why a lot of black people in their 40s and 50s is out here on YouTube acting like a damn fool about our history and our culture, saying some of the dumbest and stupidest shit. Because you don't know no better. And I'm not ragging on you people, please. Just because I'm 52 don't make me know anything more than y'all. We've all lived different lifestyles and came over here on different boats. I told you, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, a boat named Jesus, and any other boat they'll call the slave ships. Hello? At different times. Even till they just found a slave ship not too long ago down in Louisiana some damn where. The ships that Deuteronomy 28 and 68 talk about, because of your disobedience, you will be brought to the house of Egypt again, which is bondage. That's America. YouTube is in bondage right now. And you was brought here by ships. And yeah, I'll joke and say damn Christopher Columbus name of his ships. Because you damn right them Spaniards had owned some of the islands, had influence on South America. You damn right. They had their hands in some of this shit. Anyway, in her defense I have here, she says that in the interview that we did, that she doesn't know everything about black people, that she should like that, you know, she don't know everything about black people that she should hanging out in this sector. There's a lot more for her to get to know. See, the conversation is here, but the intent behind it make it malicious. You know what I'm saying? See, if it was a pure heart motivating and driving this kind of dialogue between white people and black people, it'd be a better outcome. It'd be a better result. You understand? And I can't do it better than nobody. I can't spark this kind of controversy. I can't bring this much attention to myself because I don't want to. All attention ain't good attention when it makes any race look like an asshole and the people thereof. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. No matter how controversial I want to be, to turn my camera on and just let the fuck loose over here. I can't do it. I can't do it. I read this word of God, and you people need the voice of God around you. And God said, don't turn your back on your flesh and blood when they need you. Y'all might not think y'all need voices like this in your community, but you need us. And the voices you've been relying on do more fucking prejudice and racism against their own kind And I don't understand how you keep listening to these voices. And that's not taking a shot at anybody. It's anybody who's involved with this bullshit. Come on, yo. So, in her defense, she needs to learn. But being questioned about television and what we eat, some people would say it's a kind of like chicken gate setup. You know? That these questions was put out before somebody looking to eat. And she bit. Got hooked. And even said allegedly in that video that she believes VS set her up, that was a trick question. It wasn't a trick question, it was a question. But some people know how to put questions before you to trap you, snare you, entangle you. And I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's how the devil moves. And people call themselves the snake out here. Y'all better listen. I told you demons are on the rise. I did a video, demons on the rise. Forget freaking Jezebel. You got some other spirits out here. Very manipulative. Very conniving. Very chaotic. No peace in them. We teach this stuff in the morning, read people. We read about this stuff every day. Told you, you say black people the most spiritual people in the world. Why are you so disconnected from God? The one who caused you to be a spirit within the flesh. Breathe his breath of life in you and you became a living soul. But you're more disconnected from God than you are other races and problems within your community. She goes on to say, like I've been doing pretty much all my life, she blames white America for the conditions and the ignorance I'm putting in and the oppression I'm putting in of black people being treated so unfairly. She basically says white America is the reason that she believes we are being treated very, 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 very bad. Hell yeah, where does white America stem from? Whether you want to believe it or not, the European races of the world. Hell, most of them came over here after us any damn way. But I'm just saying, like, these are the same people. We just live in two regions of the world. Same descendants thereof, people. Come on. They passed it down to their descendants. Just like what we experience in our community, you keep passing it down. But you want to break these generational curses. And I told you the biggest way to get from underneath these other races and their oppression is to turn from your wicked ways. And repent, people. You're disobedient to God. Not the rest of the world. The rest of the world is supposed to be doing what they do, which is be evil. But not you. And it was evil to take God's people and put them in oppression. And it's disobedient and wicked of you to want to be in oppression. But you won't turn from their ways. And until you do so, people. Alright, so she blamed white America. She says that white America is effed up, y'all. She said that in that first video. And this is the reason we are not in that. I said this. This is the reason we are in the state of emergency like we are. She says very, very, very bad. Then she admits to getting why blacks get mad when white people roast them and gag them. And she won't change that. She is who she is. She says she gets why black people get mad when white people roast and gag them. Go listen to that video. She says she get it, but she's not going to change who she is. You black people stand in your ish. You met your match. This woman is standing in her ish. Her country taught her how to be tough. If you're going to get in it, you got to be able to take it. You dish it out, you got to be able to take it. That's anything. I don't dish out roasting gags. Unless you're the enemy and I'm roasting your ass with this Bible and the Word of God over here. Let's get it on. But I don't drag my race down to a place they are already at. Can't go any further. I lift my people up. It's called exalt, exhort. edify, encourage, comfort. So anyway, she says she gets why black people get mad when white people roast her. If anybody sees her, ask her what she means by that, okay? She says she gets it. And you probably get it as well, people. You can dog your own race, but nobody else better come in here and dog you. You can dog one content creator and all content creators, but Geisha 305, another black person, can't come in and get on it. But German lady can. And you know what? Jay Wilson, you called in the 5 days the other day, but I've been said what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. I said, hell, you let Hottie Fly come in. Shout out to Hottie. Go subscribe. Slaying y'all, video after video after video, and then Geisha want to come in and knock y'all down like bowling balls, but she can't. But then German lady can. You know what, black people? Find somebody else to play with, because y'all out here playing the most dangerous games with one another. Find somebody else to play with. Find another race to hate. Hell, they hated you and did what they did to you. Just roast and gag, hell, the White House. Roast and gag the Pope. Roasting, you scared. You scared to roast and gag the true enemies. Satan, that's who you need to be roasting, and all his descendants. So she goes on to say, my question is, do black people get why they roast and gag themselves? You don't get it, do you? But she do, because her ancestors told her and the people thereof, we roasted and gagged them people on the plantation. We whooped their ass. We made them sleep with their mama, their daddy. We call them niggers, and you better keep it up. You better hang them every chance you can. You better put that white sheet on and scare the shit out of them at Halloween. Become ghosts. Oh, hell yeah. They taught them that shit. You better stop. You gonna play the game, you better play it right. You can't be out here playing. I'm telling you, people. No. Do you get why white people roast you? Do you understand why it's a lifelong thing that they do? They understand it, but black people don't understand it. Y'all don't really understand it. And speaking of Tracy, now, she in that video, she called Tracy Miss Two. And it says, and speaking of Tracy, she called her Miss Two, putting some respect on her name. Now, you know, and when I talked to her, she said she would genuinely get along with Blessed Watkins and Tracy off YouTube. It's a lot of instigation. At first she said she didn't like Blessed Watkins. You gotta watch that interview. But then she got on last night and said that she could, you know, win Bless over, and Bless said, hell to the no. Bless Watkins said, no the hell you won't. I'm just saying, y'all gotta go watch this stuff. I be laughing sometimes, but look at this as far as the laughter I go, people. Please, bless it, hell no. But she was trying to give Tracy some kind of respect. You know, she called her Miss Two. I'm like, look at her trying to be somewhat respectful, but still roasting. This woman is not coming from a place. What we realized in the interview that she and I did, she's not malicious. Now, she'll talk her shit. She'll try to punk you down, because that's what roasters and gaggers do. That's why I like Rap Battle. You got two people, whether it's Smack URL or Babs, Bunny, Beg, and Debo with Queen of the Ring. They get in that ring, they say the most humiliating, funny, degrading, da-da-da-da-da. It is for pay. They try to shut you down. At the end of it, they shake, they go on to the next battle. You people keep this shit going. Kind of scary, but I love wordplay. I love people backing people down with their words. Because that's what in the spirit we have to do to the devil. You gotta learn to fight with your words, people, or you will never overcome these people. You can't be afraid what God told you to say. They come along and make you afraid to say the word white. Well, hell, take the color out my vocabulary and I won't then say it no more. You put these words here, allegedly. You taught me how to talk and gave me the words. Now when I say them, I'm blasphemous. I'm talking shit over here. Hell no, you're afraid to say certain things. They're not. German lady is proving to you she ain't afraid to say shit. She's not tiptoeing around y'all and don't give a damn. She understand why you don't want white people to roast and gag you. Because they've been doing that all your freaking life. So why entertain it? Oh, I get it, Aunt Thomasina's. I get it, Uncle Tom's. I get it, house niggas. I get it. And they get it too. So she says that her roast are not to put black women in their place. Well, I'll be damned. German lady, I heard you talk so much shit out here. You put a couple of them in their place to the point where they ready to run your ass off of YouTube. But she says that's not what she's here for. She's here for entertainment. Who's going to believe that? Are you going to let it just go as entertainment, roast and gag with this lady, or are we going to continue our history? Because damn it, I'm here for it. I am here for it, people. Been since day one. Been debunking Christianity, the other races of the world, and their relationship to black people and why they're supreme and we're not. Let's go, people. She's talking some good shit. She also admits to judging. Hold on, what does it say? And roasting someone by their actions and not their color. Oh, now she done read Martin Luther King. One day you're going to be judged by your character and not the color of your skin. She says she judges you by your actions, people, not the color of your skin. If she see Miss Tooth do something, then she roasts what Miss Tooth do, not the color of Miss Tooth, okay? If Miss Tooth hairline is misplaced and things of that nature, you know what you guys say and all that stuff out there. But she don't do it for race. She don't do it to say, oh, you black mambo jumbo. She don't do that. Y'all do though. You black bitch. Yes, you do. That lady giving y'all more respect than y'all giving yourself. It is what it is. But she did go in last night off of VS Damn Live, shit, the TSCC Message Express. I said, is that the same lady that came on my channel? Thank you for the respect, German lady. But I was sitting over here like, ooh, somebody blew a fuse over there. They done got under her skin. She admits to judging and roasting someone by their actions and not the color of their skin. Do you guys believe her? Or just roasting and gagging a black person. The whole idea of it. That is the color of someone's skin. Take advantage of it. They doing it to themselves. You guys are asking yourselves the same thing out here. Let me know what you think down below. Why do black people roast and gag? And do they go for race when roasting? Hell yeah, y'all do. Admit it, black people. You go for race. You call people black bitches, ugly monkeys. And she even said at the end of that clip, she said there's a race war going on. God, you gotta go listen to it. She said you got the mixed race out here calling people gorillas and monkeys to that effect. I'm like, oh really? Oh hell, it's a real war going on in these YouTube streets. I got to pay attention because this is right up my alley. Anybody know what I just said? Put it down in the chat. This is right up my alley. This floats my boat. Do black people go for race when they are roasting and gagging and sexual body parts and infirmities, sicknesses, disabilities, facial features, hair texture, length, lack thereof? Not only just race, people, y'all go for the jugular. You want it to be a flat line at the end of it where somebody is literally dead through going to court, through rolling up on people, visiting people neighborhoods, getting a phone number, talking shit in the DMs. Oh, y'all want people dead, to death do us part. That's how invested some of you people are with your roasting gags. And you don't need a white person to come in your community to tell you that. You know that. So let me finish up. We got a couple more pages, guys. I was trying to do my best. So also she goes on, she stated that she sees color, and anyone that doesn't is full of shit. I see color too. I see white races. Everything is not a melting pot with me. And she's saying her people told her the same thing. You have to see black. You have to see white. You have to see oppression. You have to see slavery. You have to see kill, steal, and destroy, and see what race is coming from. You better open up your eyes and stop thinking everything is the same color out here for the same God. I be trying to tell y'all. This is a white woman backing up what I've been saying. Thank you, German lady. But see, y'all hear this shit from the white teacher, but you don't want to hear it from the black child of God. Listen, I didn't call myself a teacher, preacher, prophet, or nothing. I said a child of God is the only label I want on me. A daughter of the Most High. Don't put no other labels on me. You should have never let them put Christianity on you or put Christian on Christ. God don't need no idolatry attached to his word. He damn sure don't need that stinking ass fish that been out of water for 2,000 years on your bumper sticker. Throw that shit back in the lake where it came from, or the Sea of Galilee. Stop going with the idolatry out here to serve your God, people. But I bet you white people won't tell you that. They'll give you all the idolatry, all the pagan holidays, all the wickedness, witchcraft, and everything else in the world, Harry Potters and thereof, for you to feast on. And you crying about chicken and watermelon. I eat chicken and watermelon any day. That's why I put my Cash App in there. It's some chicken and watermelon 5 houses down from my house. If you want me to have some chicken and watermelon today for dinner, he got the watermelon in the cup for $2 and got chicken. They got the breast, and you could get 2 rolls for $2.75. Stop playing. You know you love chicken and watermelon. It's just the way they made fun of you during it. They sat there and watched you run around that plantation looking a little bit like monkeys, acting a little bit like monkeys, feeding you chicken that eat its own shit and watermelon. And you sitting up here letting that be your end all be all and your topic of conversation. Baby, buy me some chicken and watermelon today, and let's feast and let's break bread on that, shall we? Shall we? Or you want to keep breaking bread on the wicked shit? Remember, man can't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceed out the mouth of God, black people, not out the mouth of a white man or a white woman or the white race or other races. Hell, sometimes not even out of our own race. You know there's been some leaders that led you astray. And right to this day on YouTube, some of these content creators is leading you down this path. Astray. Causing people, well, you got to control your own emotions, but causing people to lash out and cry out and be vexated and sore spirited on these YouTube streets because of they want to conjure up this mess. Do you hear what I'm saying, people? There's some people in this world conjuring up drama and confusion. And the Bible says God is not the author of confusion. And you are some confused people out here in the world. So I wonder who's doing it. You can't let other races keep coming in causing the confusion. All right, we almost done here. So she stated that she sees color. She see you as black. And we ought to see her as white. Can black and white get along? Hell yeah, with understanding and truth being on the table. And I feel she's being as truthful as she can be. But you won't accept it for what it is. She know why you mad, why you roasting her. Hell, some white people can roast better than black people. And it's even more insulting when it comes from a white person. George Carlin did it. What's that other George, the Latino dude? I can't think of his name. George. You know he down with Cedric the entertainer, the Kings of Comedy. He's down with them. He befriend them. He wasn't a king of comedy, but he does comedy. He go on the road with D.L. Hughley and things like that. What is his name? Put it down in the comments for me, guys. I can't never think of his last name. So I know what we talking about over here, people. Then it says, should more black people be like her, meaning German lady, and see color so that they are not deceived by other races? You better see color. The color purple. You sure is ugly. If you don't, you better see color. I keep telling you. They tell y'all, ain't no color when it comes to the Lord. Why the hell this white face of Jesus, this European blonde hair, blue eye, millions of faces thereof is pushed on the masses so you can get it in your brain so that they can brainwash you that the God you should be serving is a white man. Could you use the white man's bathroom? Could you eat in the white man's restaurant? Hell, you couldn't, let alone really sit in the white man's church, let alone at the front of the bus. What are you doing serving the white man's God? See, I take advantage of the drama to bring truth about. You don't catch me over here just commentating on drama. Key. I did a couple of videos fucking with 5A over there. She told me to kiss her ass. I called her Jezebel. Everybody started calling her Jezebel, but they never gave me credit. I ain't here for credit. I can hold my own over here. But you don't see me and 5A going at it a year later. You don't see her doxing me and me talking shit about her daughter. No. Because really, it was out of respect. And 5A, you have changed your ways. It ain't all godly, but you cleaned up a lot, sweetie. More so, you know the other Jezebels is coming at your neck now. I'm just saying. And I will never kiss your ass. Lord have mercy. I got one page. Let me see where I'm at. All right. Should more black people be like German lady and see color so that they are not deceived by other races and themselves? You see black people as the devil. You better see black people as the enemy. All black-skinned people are not for you people, especially the people of the Bible. I'm just saying. Hope this is a reality check for you all. Okay, she don't let the N-word come out of her mouth, she says, like some black people. I'm saying. She don't call animals like some black people do. You know, the name calling. The animals, the monkeys, the gorillas, the black bees and hoes, and I don't know. She may call you a hoe and a bitch, but it may not be a black one. When I seen that lady talk last night, I said, oh shit, German lady, the wrestler about to come out in her. She don't go for skin color when roasting. She keeps reiterating that, people. So if you're going to let her in your community, let her be great at what she do. She studied y'all. She done had some chicken and watermelon. She full of strength. And she ready to roast and gag your ass. You either accept it or you reject it. Like you did the Chief Cornerstone. Like you did Geisha 305. Like your black sector did me. Y'all don't receive me well. Y'all don't give me props over here. So I was glad to see a white lady come in and fuck y'all up. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I was glad to see y'all take a couple of, what the hell they call them, flips in wrestling, German lady. Freak it, the Undertaker, because some of y'all dead. I'm serious. Like, this how me and my Lord get down over here. We ain't cooped up. We ain't mean spirited. We none of that over here. I'm trying to teach you people something. I'm not mad about this shit. There's answers to it all in the Bible, black people. And if you want her to know who she is, teach her your spiritual side. Lead her to the word. Lead her to the truth. Lead her to how some races went through this world and destroyed God's nations of black skin colored people, whom white people won't go after your color, but your color is black, and they'll go after you and roast you. Don't think that they won't, just because your color is black. She said, prove her wrong. Find the footage where she ever went for somebody's color. I don't seek for things like that. I let things come across my desk. I'll click on your video. If I hear what I need to hear, we'll come over here and have this kind of conversation. I won't come over here and be like, oh, you bitch, what you say this for? You don't know the truth. No. Eventually, you have to grow up in the spirit and get off the milk and get onto the meat of the word of God. Once black people start eating the meat of God, they will not be out here breaking bread with the devils of the world. Let's break this bread, shall we? Daniel said, do not eat the king's delicacy. And I suggest you be more like your ancestors and stop eating the delicacies. Everybody that come into your community, what you eat don't make me shit. Let me just tell you that, people. And I'm not going to eat everything you out there getting full on. Because remember, God says, not what goes into a man that make you unclean. You can take anything you want to take in, because it's going to pass through you and go out like dung. But it's what comes out of you that I will not partake of. See the difference? I'll eat some damn fried chicken and watermelon for you on camera. If you want me to. My Cash App and PayPal is in my chat. But I won't eat of the evil things. The devil can't get me to turn stones into bread. Because I'm going to tell him, look, man, I be wanting to say, look, nigga. And I can't even say nigga right. I just don't train myself to say it. But sometimes I be wanting to say, look, you old bruised head, demonic tail. I be over here talking shit, getting a little messy. It's my fight. Don't tell me how to fight the enemies of the world. Don't, and I ain't gonna tell you how to fight yours. I'm gonna tell you how God taught us how to fight. But we all don't want to fight alike. I be like, look, damn you to hell. I be over here going in. And that's what you gotta do. Go in on the right enemies. And if you're one another enemies, I see why you're going in on each other. And German lady understands that as well, because her ancestors and the people thereof taught us to hate one another and to be divided, race among race, people among people, black people among LGBTQYT and P. Where the hell you get that from? The oppressor, people. Create little sects and divisions amongst yourself. You're against one another. You're never an equal enemy, equal force to your enemies. As long as you're divided, you're never an equal force. I always say, if you put your differences aside, we are the majority of the world. We are. Every black skinned person stop acting like they ain't related or they hate one another. Your skin is black. I tell you what. A man, Sweet Home Alamanda and German lady made a pact last night and proved to y'all that white people will stick together at all costs. Regardless if they sit back and watch you tear each other up or not. They will stick together when it seems like their race is oppressed and they about to lose it and lose and be humiliated. See, white race ain't supposed to be humiliated. At least that's what they want you black people to think. But they stick together to keep that shit from happening. Not on my watch, she said. I'm getting the hell up out of here amongst you black people trying to roast my kind. Who the hell you think you is? No disrespect to Sweet Home Alamanda, but that's what I got out of it. I just wish people was begin to say it. It'd be more clarity between the two races. Okay? So then it looks like she goes on to say that the N word does not come out her mouth. So y'all should take lessons from her on that. There's some things we can learn from other races. How to hate one another, how to oppress one another, how to deceive one another. I thought we was done learning from the enemy. I thought we broke those generational curses. But I see we got a long way to go. She said, prove her wrong. Is there anyone out there that heard her go for color, even though she's roasting colored folks? Have you ever heard her go for colored folks? Alright, so let's see. And I just had a note here, and I was going to do a Dear German Lady. I was going to come live and say, Dear German Lady, believe it or not, my own kind received and accepted you more than they did me. They didn't want to be bothered with Geisha 305, so this community is selective. We all have to be careful out here, because at a drop of a dime, anybody can turn on anybody and reject anybody. When you're not beneficial to them, when you don't want to sleep with them, when you somewhat look better than them, talk better than them, can get a better following, and they'll do all they can to interfere with that. You know, when your opinion is better than theirs. A lot of people, black people out here hating against other real black people. For real, for real. And then that is pretty much it. Is she a liability to the black community? Is black people a liability to their own community? You guys let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you all listening. It is what it is. I'm a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 5, and I don't know it all. But I'm living my best life. I don't have no obligations. I'm not pressed with anything. I have a lot of time to just reflect on the things of this world according to the word of God, according to what God wanted for this world. God wanted black people to reign, and white people said, to hell with that. I'm going to conspire against you, God. I'm going to raise my head up against you according to Psalms 83. I'm going to make your people forget who they is so we can live in their place, in their stead, have what they had, and see them out here squandering like chickens with their head cut off. Ain't that what you said, Chopper? About that interview. Hell yeah. Black people been squandering around here like chickens with their head cut off all every I just didn't rebuttal her words. I asked you black people questions throughout it. So let me know what you think. Is this tea piping hot? Scolding hot tea? Fire tea? Hellfire tea? Is this real tea? And again, you know, go check out Nicole Tyler video because German lady was over in there. And then some man called in trying to give some tea. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I don't care what you guys do in your personal life. As a community and as a nation and as 1 ounce of a black person in a black race, I am black, people. And every time you put another race before your own, they rejected the chief cornerstone and they went after the Romans. They didn't want the black Yeshua. They didn't want the black Messiah. They wanted the Romans because of the paganism and the nasty ass ways that they put upon our community then. It's the same way now. Told you, you like them pigs Christ cast over the mountain. And you like that demon named Legion. You are many, people. Y'all gotta get your spiritual side in check. You holler you spiritual, so why is it so much wickedness around you? And why do you let the wickedness of the oppressors, white races or not, keep putting a foot on your neck, keep bringing division? Because like I said to her in my video, I said, do you think you were set up with that whole Bless Watkins thing? She said, no, we spoke 10 minutes before. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Listen, go back and watch the 4-hour live. I don't know where it's at on the timestamp, but she said that in an interview with me. So guys, you got to take her for her word. She seems to be a very brutal, honest person. You guys are just not listening. You haven't listened to the oppressor since he told you to turn the other cheek. Your cheek been turned and so stiff-necked you can't hear anything else but what white people told you to hear. And that's to hate your own kind. Y'all think I'm lying? Alright, so, this is coming from God, not me. I don't profess to be anything but a truth seeker. That's it. And some people is a false bearer, a false witnesser. You got some false witnesses out in here with false narratives. So I'm going to go to the King James Version and people listen to what it say. Because I had to second guess when Christ came along and said, you know, you leave your mother, your father, your children, you know, let the dead bury the dead. And as I'm reading the morning read, Yahweh had a different perspective on it. Now I know it get to the point where you can't keep bringing along dead weight. Eventually, if you don't want to be saved, if you don't want to go to heaven or wherever you supposed to go at the end of life, get the hell off of my get the hell off of my bra strap. Get off my coattail, and I'm done pulling you along. I get that. Some people are like that. It says, "Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh." Now, there's another account. Hold on. Let me go to another account. A lot of y'all hide yourself from your own flesh. Hold on. There is another account. Hold on. I know I read it in the book of Isaiah. Hold on. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Turn. Alright, hold on. Let me reword it. And listen, if you guys are out there listening to me, I will go to my chat and read your comments. I'm not gonna sit over here like I'm the only black person on YouTube that got some goddamn sense. I know y'all got some sense, man. I know y'all do. Y'all got more sense than this world wants you to believe. Listen to Isaiah 49:26. I shall feed thine enemies with their fleshes, and they shall be greatly filled with their blood, as with must. And each man shall know that I am the Lord, saving thee, and thine again buyer, the strong of Jacob. And I shall feed thy enemies with their own flesh, and they shall be greatly filled with their own blood, like with wine. And everyone shall know that I am the Lord who saveth thee, and thy Redeemer, thy strong one of Jacob. Now, God just said to me, people, and I tell you no lie, I can't make this stuff up. My friend Ninja, he a Rasta, and he said, cannibalism is to eat your own flesh and your own blood. That's what the enemy is going to do. So why would the enemies of God people tell us in church that we should eat the body and blood of Christ? I don't know, people. I'm seeking the truth here. I have no reason to lie to you and play with you. The enemy is supposed to eat their own flesh. The enemy is supposed to drink their own blood. Trying to tell y'all something over here. But search it out yourself. There is a verse in Jeremiah, or it's in Isaiah. You can't turn on your own people. You can't turn on your own flesh. You just can't. Damn, I've read so much in the last since today. I'll scour it out. It's like it's gonna be on my left hand page down in the lower left hand corner. I'll find it. It said don't turn on your own blood. Don't turn on your own flesh. But I'm glad I found this because see the enemy, God is gonna deal with your enemy. But guess what? He's also going to deal with you for being disobedient if you're the enemy of his people. Because remember, you got some people that's supposed to be black and Hebrew and the Israelites of this Bible who turned on their own people and became heathens. They have an uncircumcised heart and they living as Gentiles because they don't like God. They chose the wicked things of this world. They have turned their back on God. They went a whoremongering, a fornicating, adulterating with all these other gods out here on YouTube that profess themselves to be gods. And that's why you're going to eat your own flesh. You're going to drink your own blood. And ain't that what y'all doing out here, enemies? You eating one another's flesh and you drinking their blood till they dry and dead out here on these YouTube streets. I'm out of here, people, because I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. I'm not afraid to talk to you. I'm not tiptoeing around no damn body. Not even the devil. Not even my own people. Not even the oppressor. Not even 45, the Pope, the president. I'm not tiptoeing with this word of God. That's what church do. Y'all tiptoe in church. You're not tiptoeing around. No. Tiptoe all you want. Shalom, everybody. Peace. Religion Wing TV. I'm your host, Spirituality, and my spiritual ears stay. For the record, this song is called Trapped, and a lot of our people are definitely trapped. I hope you feeling the vibes, yo, because I am. I'm the real just saying, what's up? How are you? I hope you enjoyed this live stream. It was pretty decent. Some truth in it. Peace, everybody. See you on the next upload live and or premiere. Thank you.